think we're live. I'm pretty sure we're live. So, just wanted to, notifications and everything going off already. Just wanted to chat for a little bit. My cam link isn't working for some reason with my new DSLR. And I think that's why I was having those problems before I was having problems before with it coming out in 480p. But I decided to fire up the old Logitech C922 Pro and use this for this live stream. So hopefully everybody is doing all right. Wednesday workflow, we're just going to chat for a little bit. What's going on about? I see people popping in the stream. Somebody give me an audio check. How's the audio? As you can see, I'm using my new mic. I did a video on this a long time ago, but it's my latest mic. How's the audio? The quality should be in 1080p. Should be 1080p, 60 frames per second. Audio's great. All right, sounds good. All right, great. Love it, love it, love it. Yeah, I wanted to talk, and honestly, man, what's going on? Super chat already. Appreciate you guys. Make it rain today. Let's go. That's what they say. They said make it rain. Go ahead and make it rain. I appreciate it. I wanted to chat today in a live stream because I didn't really feel like recording the news. I used to do Monday smartphone news, and I thought, you know what? I'm just going to go ahead and John Mooring in the house, 10-minute tech. See you guys. All right. Yeah, I love this new microphone. It's a mic. Like I can hold on and sing. Oh yeah, I could sing if I wanted to. It's that kind of mic. Now, I do like my Samsung mic. I've not retired it, but yeah. So we're just gonna kick back and SBB40. I see you in the house. Some of your regulars are already here. It's Wednesday workflow. I know a lot of you guys have to work, and I have the privilege of being retired. But yeah, I'm just gonna kick back, relax. I don't have any specific topic to talk about in this, but we're definitely going to talk about smartphones, that's for sure. We're going to talk about tech, and then we'll just kind of let it flow. Oh my gosh, everybody give a standing ovation. I see somebody in the chat that I miss. I miss you guys. The tech couple, folks. The tech couple. The tech couple has graced me with their presence, and I greatly appreciate it. Again, Wednesday workflow. Shout out to Hawaii. I see what's going on. Wednesday workflow, and I just want to sit back and chill and talk, and kick back with my live stream crew. Joseph, I see you guys. Yeah, I heard. Again, this is just a chill stream. I heard through the grapevine that a tech reviewer that I mentioned in another video is coming back. He's gonna make his return. I'm super excited. If you know who it is, shout it out in the comments. Anyway, live stream crew, I appreciate you guys stopping through on the Wednesday workflow. So Tampa, Florida, I see, man. Florida is my spot, man. If you guys know me, I'm always vacationing in Florida. Destin, Florida is where I'm at. So if you see me on the beach, come say hello. I'll just get in the car and leave and go to Destin, Florida real quick. Like seriously, I'll just get in the car and leave. That's how much I like going to Destin, Florida. Yeah, man. So what's up to everybody popping into the stream? You should be able to view this stream in 1080p at 60 frames per second because my DSLR, I have a cam link, and I have the new Canon SL3, and it refuses to work with the cam link all of a sudden. I don't know what it is, so I'm done with it for now. So I had to fire up the old Logitech C922 Pro, and the quality should be great for you guys because I was able to get OBS. Obviously, this is a webcam, so it works with OBS flawlessly, and you should be able to view this in 1080p at 60 frames per second, which is just fantastic. I'm pretty sure it should flow right along easy in this stream. Yep. So you guys are confirming 1080p, 60 frames per second. I appreciate the love. So we're gonna chat for a little bit, man. I was kind of checking the 1080p on another device to see if it's working in 1080p, and it is working in 1080p at 60 frames per second. So maybe I'll go ahead and just use a webcam. I've actually got an offer to test a webcam, folks. And speaking of the quality being in 1080p at 60 frames per second, that doesn't mean it's good. But when I'm looking at it on my smartphone down here, it looks actually pretty fantastic. I've just got one LED light going over here. I have several LED lights, but I got the new LED lights I paid $52 for or something like that. The panel lights, fantastic. So I'm gonna read some comments here. What's going on, Tony P and all you guys? I appreciate you guys stopping through. Oh man, another star is amongst us. Everybody, Techzilla, 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 folks. Once again, another star has graced us with his appearance. Easy Computer Solutions, folks. Easy Computer Solutions. Let's give it up. Easy Computer Solutions. A lot of tech reviewers in here. I've got Tech Boner. I got Versatile's in here. Tech King Mike, guys, has graced us with his presence. There's a lot. You know, I love doing live streams. I love doing live streams, and because to see, like, I'm in other tech reviewers streams too, but I don't say much sometimes. You know what? I want to throw this out there. Techzilla, I know you're in the UK, but man, you got to start live streaming more. Live streams are so much fun because you get to interact with your people. Right? Eric does more live streams than I do, and I used to do a lot of live streams, but I kind of scaled back, you know, because I just stopped for some reason. But Techzilla, you got to do more live streams, man. Tons of people will watch. I'm telling you, tons of people will watch. So let me see if I can. I've been loving the Galaxy A8, A70. Folks, this is a fantastic phone. It's just beast mode. But I appreciate you for the 100,000 subscribers. I actually made a video. Pastor Harris is in the house, everybody. Pastor Harris. Anytime you see Patricia, Newark, New Jersey, that is my sister. That's Pastor Harris. Like, it's my real sister, and that's really Pastor Harris. What House Prayer Ministries. All right. 100,000 subs, man. 100,000 subs. I made a video about the 100,000 subs, right? And then I took it down. I was going to explain to you guys what to do once you get to 100,000 subs. So I'm going to go ahead and just do that in this video because this is a chill live stream. I had a cup of coffee. I'm still kind of sipping on it. I'm doing laundry. You know, it's just one of those days, you know, and I'm enjoying. You guys keep asking about this book right here. This is actually my wife's book, and it was sitting on the table, and she wasn't checking it out too much, and I said, I'm going to start reading it. So this is a book right here called Grace for Today. It's really nice. Everybody, it's been in a lot of my videos, so people keep asking about that. Anyway, yes, I appreciate you guys showing love for the 100,000 subscribers. I really appreciate it, and it's great. It feels good. On that stream, on that video for the 100,000 subscribers, the live stream, I think I gave away like 3 or 4 things. GG, folks. GG is in the house. I see you. GG, yes, I'm doing laundry. Yes, I'm doing laundry. Yes. No, not dancing for dollars today, but you can go ahead and make it rain because as soon as I open up the live stream, someone threw a super chat in there, so I appreciate it. But I made a video. Let's get back to this real quick, and then we're going to talk about the news, smartphones, and all the good stuff. So I made a video on what you should do after you hit 100,000 subs. So everybody, the man I was just talking about has arrived. Night Tech is in the house, y'all. Night Tech is in the house. Night Tech Reviews. He's here. There he is, folks. So I made a video on what you should do when you hit 100,000 subs. When you hit 100,000 subs, it's not as simple as them sending you out a plaque. So I did some research, and I was on a stream with Eric from East Computer Solutions. I think Tech King Mike was on that stream. I was on there with a few people, and Roberto Blake was on there, along with Painfully Honest Tech. There was a few of us on that stream. It was Viper Stream. Shout out to Viper Tech. Vibe Nation, where you at? So I'm on this stream, and Painfully Honest passed 100,000 subs recently. And he's like 150 right now, I think, and I'm at 100, and something. It's growing pretty fast. So I made a video, and the only reason I took the video down because some of the editing that I did was I had like misspelled some words or something like that. I ain't have my glasses on. I definitely really need these. If you think it's a joke, I do need them. Things get blurry without them sometimes. But I took the video down because there were some misspelled words and things like that, and then also I just felt like I would do better just talking about it in another video. So I was actually getting ready to re-record that video and put it out. But in the interim of doing so, I said, you know what? Spur of the moment, go live stream and just talk about it in that video to save yourself some time. So, when you hit 100,000 subs, this stream that I was on, I was chatting with Roberto Blake, and I was chatting with Painfully Honest Tech. And it's not as simple as they're just going to send you the thing. Because, see, for those that know, I started researching this prior to hitting 100,000 subs. It comes from a third party. It's made by a third party. It's shipped by a third. Nothing is done directly from Google. All they do is provide you the code in your Google account. It'll pop up at the top of your account, and it'll say, "Go claim your prize. Congrats on 100,000 subs." And that's pretty much how it works. But the problem with that is prioritized to just fall into a big bucket with everybody else who's hitting 100,000 subs, and when they get around to it, they get around to it. So I was chatting on the stream with Roberto Blake, and Roberto Blake said that it's not. Roberto Blake is a YouTube coach, if you didn't know, and he was telling me, he said, you're gonna have to reach out to them. So he told me originally, let's tweet to YouTube creators, and I was like, well, I don't think I want to publicly tweet, out like that. So, and then also he said you can email support. So I decided to jump online and email support, but they have Google has this buried to where it's almost impossible to just get a direct email to the people that you need to get to. So after some digging, I finally found the chat button. So found the chat button. I was having some breakfast. Found the chat button, but they were closed by the time. It was a Friday night or something like that. So Saturday morning, I jumped up, I got on the chat, and they told me to look in the website for support, and I said, okay, I'll do that. But when I did that, it was what I thought it was going to be. It was just a bunch of, hey, people in the forum saying, I didn't get my plaque and things like that. And I was like, okay, all right. So they kind of referred me back to that. And then I said, well, I already did that. And they said, well, what we'll do is we'll escalate it. And they escalated it, so they say. And 3 days later, I got my code. I ordered my plaque. And it's just that simple. So I say to the people who are hitting 100,000, I was turning off power saving on my watch. The people who are hitting 100,000, go get it yourself. Don't wait on Google to. If the plaque is important to you, go get it yourself and go find the support. And if you need help with that, now that I've done it, once you hit 100,000, I'll hook you up. Everybody, LeBaron is in the house, y'all. LeBaron. L Boogie does not have an official YouTube channel, but he's just like Gigi. He's one of those people who is a full force going into YouTube. The tech is real. Josh Rosales, I see you. Ronald Sims, I see you guys. All the regulars are here. So if you're just joining me, Wednesday workflow live stream. We're going to talk some tech. So first things first, the Galaxy Note. Now, the Galaxy Fold. The Galaxy Fold is now rumored to not release basically to the entire world. They're going to cut these numbers down because I think they know that they are not going to sell a whole bunch of these things. I think they know that. And I think it's smart that they don't release this thing to the masses, because that could be a huge problem for them. That could be just a nightmare for them. And if in fact they try to play it like that, they're going to have some serious problems. I'm trying to get stretch my chat out here. I'll just do it like this. They're going to have some serious problems if they try to push this device. Eric says he's ready for the funeral. If they try to push this device, right? Let me blow up my chat here because that font is super small. I told you I need glasses, but when I don't want to wear my glasses, I can just blow the font up really big. Don't judge me. El Jefe, folks. El Jefe is here. What's going on? El Jefe is here. If in fact I actually think that's the smart thing to do. The smart thing is to not release the Galaxy Fold to the mass first of all, average consumers they weren't going to buy this. I don't feel like the average consumer was going to buy this anyway. Like $2,000 for a device, leave that to the techies. No way. Yeah. Hey, Mikey Tech Reviews, the volume booster is great, but I actually have another video coming out on how you don't need the volume booster. Oops, put out the video too soon. So look for that video later on. What's going on, Flavio Galvasky? I'm pretty sure I butchered your name, but yeah. So if Samsung decides to push this phone to the smaller markets or not the masses, smart thinking. Because if in fact, okay, so first of all, like I said, tons of people aren't running out to buy this phone. Let me tell you which, and this is something you already know, folks. I'm not speaking anything new to you. If you're in the tech game, you already know what I'm getting ready to say. The average consumers, okay, before I get going, Total Tech, folks. Total Tech Reviews. Applause, Total Tech Reviews. The average consumer who will buy this device is going to be the people who finance it monthly. And they're going to pay $70 a month, $80 a month, whatever the carriers allow them to pay. Now, folks, I've gone on record and said this. I'll talk about the Mi A3 in just a second. Remind me, post that again just in case it goes away before I'm finished with this topic. But I'll try to get to that next. The people who are going to buy the Galaxy Fold for $2,000 that can't afford it are the people who are going to finance it. And I'm just keeping it 100 with you. You can't afford this phone. If you can't pay cash for something, in most cases, other than a car, most people don't pay cash for their cars. Some of us do. Some of us can. But for those that, the majority of the world finances their cars, but that doesn't mean that that's a bad deal because most people have pretty good credit, so you can get a low APR, 2%, 4%. So it is what it is. So, but a phone is going to depreciate immediately. And so if you can't swipe your credit card for $2,000, literally, there are people that can, all right? I'm not trying to disrespect anybody, but we all know that this is how it is. Poor stay poor, rich stay rich. So the people who are going to finance this device are the people who generally probably would not pay $2,000 cash for it. Consider that. If you're not willing, there's this thing called actual cash value. TK knows about this because he buys cars. And TK, you can chime in anytime you think I'm wrong, but I buy cars too. There's this thing that applies to vehicles called actual cash value. And this comes into play when you're trying to trade your car. Folks, on my car channel, I'm going to be doing a lesson on how to buy a car for sure, because there are a ton of people that are wasting their money on warranties and stuff like that. Anyway, that's my 392 Silver Bullet channel. Subscribe to that if you haven't already. So there's this thing called actual cash value. And this is how the dealers get you with your trade-ins. So most consumers don't want to wait to sell their car private party. True story, I've sold cars private party on Craigslist and got paid. So my Tahoe, at one point I had a Tahoe, tricked it out. I gutted this entire thing, and I just put leather into. I revamped it, and then I put it right back on the market and sold it on Craigslist. Now I paid $9,000 for this truck, and I might have put $2,700 in it. I bought new tires, I got warranties, and I sold it for $14,000. So I just pocketed that money, broke bread with some people, put it back in my pocket. Actual cash value explained means that what would you pay at this? If I dropped this Galaxy A80 right on your lap and I said, what would you pay for this? That's what you're willing to pay at the time. That is how dealers get people on car trades, because they're trying to give you the lowest wholesale value. Now, back to tech. How does that apply to a cell phone? A cell phone depreciates immediately. The only cell phone that, now, TK, actual cash value, you want to go ahead and chime in if you want to. I know I was on point with that, but I need somebody to brush their collars off with me, or brush their shoulders off with me. So, a cell phone depreciates right away. So TK beat me to it. The only cell phones that hold value that don't depreciate, say it in the chat with me. iPhones, Apple products, MacBooks. I purchased every MacBook that I've purchased, I've sold it for nearly 90 to 95% of the value of what I paid for it. And that's after having it for like a year. So, Tech King Mike says Huawei. The only issue I have with the resale value of Huawei is that the Huawei phones that I love are not officially sold in the US. You can buy them in the US, you can get imported to the US, but the value is different. So the reason that Huawei phones can do so good in the US with resale is because it's something that the person did. Most people who I've sold my Huawei phones to and my Xiaomi phones to, they're in the US. They didn't want to waste time importing it. They didn't trust the websites. That's the only reason that they bought it at the. I bought my Mate 20 for $727 or $725. I sold it for $700 like 3 months later. That's that. But if I would have held on to the Mate 20X, right now the Mate 20X sells for $599, but that's still a good value because I probably would have sold it secondhand for $580. So yes, Huawei definitely holds some value, but there's a select few people who would buy a used Huawei device. So the Galaxy Fold is going to depreciate immediately, and Eric always talks about this in this video, and some people think he's cracking a joke. It is funny how he says it, but it's true. The Galaxy Fold is gonna, and let's be clear here, I don't want the Galaxy Fold to fail. I gain nothing by wishing bad things. Even in the tech world, folks, you say something, we all know that the powers that be say something, and then that device flops for whatever reason. So I don't want a living life for a living. Welcome. I don't want the Galaxy Fold to fail. Contrary to what people believe, I've been following Samsung since day one. I've had pretty much every Samsung device, well, give or take a few, but I'm a Samsung. If anything, I'm a Samsung Knight. There are tons of Samsung Knights out there. We just choose to keep quiet. And my Samsung record is documented right here on this channel. So if anything, what a real Samsung Knights at? Stand up in this live stream because there's a ton of us out there. Samsung Knights 2.0. Here we go. Let's go. I'm going to start that up. But I'm a true Samsung fan, and I don't want the Samsung Galaxy Fold to fail. In fact, there's a part of me that wants to buy the Samsung Galaxy Fold. I've gone on record and said this a million times. I think the Samsung Galaxy Fold is just not, I can't get over the $2,000 price tag. Now, I fall into a group of people, I can swipe my card and pay that $2,000, debit or credit. But is it, yeah, OG Samsung Knights. There we are. The real OG Samsung. That's us. There's a whole bunch of us out there. So I find it hard to swallow that $2,000 price tag. There's absolute Tech Valor, folks. She snuck in here. I didn't see her. Tech Valor. I find it hard to swallow that $2,000 pill. That's my only problem in that small screen. My things with the Galaxy Fold, I've documented it a billion times, folks. It's no secret. I've told you the dislikes before getting the device. Eric is going to be able to make that funeral based on, the phone not selling well, but we all know that, now this could blow up in our faces. Let me tell you something. Samsung can pull a surprise trick like anybody else. They could say, you know what, $1,500 to the first pre-orders. I'm probably going to get on that. I'm not gonna lie. I'm probably gonna get on that. I might do it. $1,500. I can kind of swallow that because one of the iPhones I had was $1,500. But when I resold it for like $1,350. So I might be able to swallow that. The Galaxy Fold could succeed and it could just shock us all. It could shock us all. It could shock us all, and we don't know what's going to happen. But what I will say is the Galaxy Fold is a success. I don't like when people make excuses for devices, and people make excuses. Oh, it's for business owners. Okay, all right. Samsung wants to sell phones. And Sony fans are making excuses for me with the catch and release of the Sony Xperia 1. They're saying, oh, it's for videography people. It's for photo people. You don't know how to use a phone. All right, man. Munchie is in the house, y'all. Appreciate it, Munchie. So talking about the Galaxy Fold, pretty much they're going to drop this. I think they're going to still drop it in the U.S., but I think they're going to limit where they ship this device to save themselves the headache. They're trying to get in front of this thing, so if they do have people peeling off the screen, they can combat that. I think that's what they're doing. Now, let's talk about the Galaxy Note 10, and then I'm going to talk about the Xiaomi Mi A3. Let's stay in Samsung's window for a second. So the Galaxy Note 10, I'm interested. Because if I'm willing to drop $1,500 for the Galaxy Fold, you might say, well, Jay, the Galaxy Note 10 is going to cost $1,500. The highest price one is probably going to cost a little bit more than that. We don't know, but they might shock us on the price. We don't know. So apparently there might be 4 versions. Now, I got an email about something that I don't think the company knew that they were releasing this information to me. But Joseph Godward, I see you, man. I don't think the company knew they were releasing like this stuff to me. So I am not going to publicly talk about it yet because it could not be accurate. So, but I don't know why this company would be inaccurate. But if in fact there were 4 Galaxy Note 10s, what would they be? But let's just talk about the Galaxy Note 10 in general. It's going to be a success. Let's just call it, what's up, Prince Revolver? I see. It's going to be a success because this is a device. I have my chat over here if you're wondering. This is a device that the average consumers have taken hold of and they use. And while a lot of the people I talk to do use it for kind of like business stuff, the success of the Galaxy Note 10, unprecedented. It's gonna take off. You know what I'm saying? Christy Campbell, I see what's going on. Everybody's just coming in. Herman Beamer, what's going on? If you're just joining me, my cam link is down because of my new DSLR, the SL3. I think it's not reading it for some reason, and that's why I was having those 480p issues when I was using it before. Now, when I set up the new, I actually got a new desktop. I got a Windows desktop. My Mac is still there, as you can see, and I have the laptops and everything, but I got a new Windows desktop. I don't review everything I get, folks, but I got a new Windows desktop and paired it with this 32-inch or 34-inch widescreen monitor. Remember, I showed you guys that. I needed something really to push on. Anyway, so my cam link is down, and for some reason, when I was hooking everything up today, it would not. What is my full-time job? Can somebody tell him what my full-time job is? Mark? Somebody in the chat. If somebody in the chat tells him what my full-time job is, I'll hit you on Twitter with a nice gift. How about that? So, Mark is asking what my full-time job is. Somebody tell him. So, Samsung Note 10. Some of you guys, that's not my full-time job, but I don't know how you could mess that up, but keep guessing because that's wrong. I like Jason's, represents the man upstairs and retired. Technically T, there it is. There you are. Yep, there it is. Technically T, I will have something in your DM, in your inbox. I think you're going to love it, sir. So the Galaxy Note 10, appreciate it. I am retired, but T got it right. He said it in a nice way to make people comfortable. So that's fine. So T, I got your inbox. I will DM you a nice little treat, sir. But anyway, the Galaxy Note 10, there you go, Eric. The Galaxy Note 10 is going to be a success. And anybody got an idea how the price would be on carriers for the Galaxy Note 10? The Galaxy Note 10 is going to have, for sure, there's 2 versions. A 6.8-inch version with a 4,300 milliamp hour battery, and then a 6.3-inch version with a 3,500 milliamp hour battery. They're probably going to have quad issue displays. Samsung, for some reason, is not pushing the envelope with these devices. They're not trying to get a 4K display on there for whatever reason. I don't know. But legendary CBL 305 Cool L Biggie. Wow, that's a long name. How you doing, sir? Some people are guessing 1,300. You know, I think the Galaxy Note 10 is going to be between $1,150 for the US and about $1,650. That's all models. Now, the fact is there are a ton of phones out there. We already know combat that. And I talked about it in another video about the Galaxy A80 or A70 and the A80. These are phones that are never going to come to the U.S. officially. And I feel like if you want to run out and buy the Galaxy Note 10 and you have anything, if you have like the older Galaxy Notes, I'm not trying to push people away from, but I'm just giving you my opinion. I will go with the Galaxy Note 9. First, the Galaxy Note 9 price right now, ridiculous. Ridiculous. It is ridiculous in a good way. The Galaxy Note 9's price is so good. You can get Galaxy Note 9s at trade-in prices at this point. You know what I mean? This is something that should blow you. Just be mindful of what you're buying. That's all I'm saying. I'm not trying to tell you what to do, but be mindful of how you are spending your money. Galaxy Note 9 is a fantastic device. And I truly, if you could grab a brand new Galaxy Note 9 for like $9 or for $450 or $350 or something like that, brand new, at this point, even if it's the Exynos version, it is still worth it because the Exynos version has all the colors. Just a thought. I just happened to look over the chat and I see this person, Asif Elaha. I'm butchering your name, sir. But he says, what's my favorite skin on Android? I actually use Pix Launcher on pretty much all Android devices. Yeah. So let's talk about, in the news, there is definitely, news on the Xiaomi Mi A3. So the Mi A3, folks, is a phone that comes in. The deciding factor for a lot of people sometimes is the screen resolution. Now, while I'm all for having a great display, let me pull up in a second window over here because I want to talk about the Mi A3, the specs. This is important to a lot of people. I understand that. There's only one thing about the phone that I'm suspect about that deters me from running out and buying it at the current price. It's a good price. It's a decent 720 by 1560. That's my only gripe at this point because I found the phone for $260. That's the lowest I could find it for. 258, 255, around there. Personally, that I don't know why Xiaomi did that to the Mi A line because all of the Mi A's before had 1080p displays. I don't understand the reasoning behind this. That is the only deterrent for me paying. Consider this. They kind of, the price on my Mi A2 was like $189 or $199. Like, why would I pay more for less in the Mi A line? They're kind of jacking us around. 4,030 milliamp hour battery, 4 gigs of RAM, Snapdragon 665 with an 11 nanometer chip, 48 megapixel camera on the rear. That's the main camera with an 8 megapixel ultra wide. And then the 48 megapixels are wide, but the 8 megapixel is a wide, ultra wide. And it has a 2 megapixel, which I'm suspect about that, for a depth sensor. I'm going to need something higher than that for a depth sensor for that. And then the front camera is a 32 megapixel at f2.0. So this is, you've got an in-screen fingerprint reader. You've got everything under the sun. And they chose to put a 720p display on it. I don't get it. I would tell people, if you're considering, now to me it doesn't matter if the phone is in the US or you got to import it, as long as I can get the LTE bands that I need. It's kind of strange that Xiaomi dropped the resolution on this. It's so strange. I've had every Xiaomi Mi A line, Mi A2, Mi A1. Every intentions on buying the Mi A3. Let's be honest here. I'm probably going to get it because I've had them all. So, and I still have my one down there. I don't understand the 1080p resolution thing. I just don't get it. I would give them possibly uno nice, folks. Uno. quick dance for you. I would possibly give them $159 for that phone, and that's just a price $100 drop in what I'm finding it for, because the specs to me don't make sense. I had someone say in one of the he's another tech reviewer, and I won't say his name because he might be here. I'm not trying to disrespect him, but he was saying how the Mi A3 blows away this phone, and I was like, ugh, I don't want to get into it, so I'm not going to comment on that. I don't think so. There's no way. The Mi A3 is a good phone, but I definitely doubt that it's blowing away the Galaxy A80 and the A70, and I don't think so, folks. Not happening. Yeah, no. That's nope. Again, I like him. He's a good tech reviewer, but yeah, there is absolutely new. Oh, T, man. See, T, you trying to start something. Udo, T, Udo. T, that's it, man. I can't be. Yeah, okay. Appreciate the super chat. No, we're not gonna make it rain with the dance today. No, we are not. Gigi, man, look what you started. We're not doing that. No. All right, so T, man, I already said I was gonna hook you up in your inbox, man. I got you. But so Light Fury found his Mi A3 for $195. That's a decent price. You know, these lights, man. Whew, this LED light is crazy. Let me fire up the fan here. Hopefully it's not too loud. The Mi A3 is something I want because I've had every Mi A1 device. So $159, if I can get it for $159, I'm all over it. I don't foresee myself doing no $250. I can't do it. I'll read some of you guys' comments. Pop your questions down below. If you're just joining me, man, I'll say it again. If the quality of this should be in 1080p at 60 frames per second, because I'm using my old Logitech C9222 Pro webcam in the house with OBS. I had some problems with my cam link. It won't read my new DSLR for some reason, so maybe it's not on the list anymore. I don't know. But hopefully this is suitable for you. Got my new mic going on. I love this mic. I did a video on this too. Very nice mic. So let's read some comments. Gigi says she's driving. Hey, be safe out there while you're driving. What was it? So enlighten me. I caught Easy's stream. I think he was thanking YouTubers or something like that. But Evavine A says, I just have to say that I agree with Easy Computer Solutions, meaning about you in the last live stream. So what did he say about me? Because I caught the end of Easy's live stream. I caught like the last 30 minutes of his live stream yesterday. And so I was having fun with family, and I didn't even know he was streaming because my notifications have just been off. Like Tech Rant was streaming, and I didn't get his notification. Easy was streaming last night, and I just happened to be flicking through YouTube, and I saw that Easy was streaming, so I turned it on. But yeah, I Tech Rant, hey, what's up, man? What's going on? I was just talking about you. Yeah. And he said it was all positive. Okay, yeah, because we rock together, man. But yeah, I don't know. My notifications on YouTube have been tripping lately. Let's talk about the Galaxy A70. Okay, we can talk about my favorite new device. This thing is beautiful. We'll talk about that. But you know, the Mi A3 is a device that's definitely on my radar. I love Xiaomi. I've been promoting Xiaomi phones forever. So the Mi 9 is something that I wanted to get, but the reason I didn't get the Mi 9 is because I felt like I knew it. I had the Mi 8, you know, so I felt like I knew it already, and I wanted to switch gears to a Samsung device that I wanted to try. I just wanted to try the A70, and I'm glad that I did because the A70 is a boss. Let's just be clear here. It is beast mode, and it is crushing. To me, the Galaxy S line, crushing it. Total value right here is with this device right here, and I got it inside of the Rinky Fusion X. Let's take it out real quick for you. Beast mode on this. Samsung did a number. Do you see the shimmer? You see the shimmer though. You see the shimmer? Oh yeah, that's beast mode. Samsung did a number. I like that it has live wallpapers too. Look at that. It's beast mode, right? Yeah, the Mi 9 is the truth. I had the Mi 8, obviously, and I had the Mi 8 Explorer. I I'm just a Xiaomi fan. Um, but I'm slow on the Mi 9 for some reason. I know it records in 4K 60 frames per second unlimited, because Gigi confirmed that for me. But it's, I don't know. I feel like it's so familiar right now that I can wait that out. It'll always be good and it'll always be waiting for me. But yeah, I'm definitely, some phones stay on the radar. That's just what it is. Let's see here. Questions, you can pop them in. Hadn't picked it up. I'm just reading questions. So let's get back to some more news while you guys think of some questions. Let's talk about the new iPhones. Now, the new iPhones, supposedly, the new iPhones are supposedly nothing yet on the S10 Plus. Nothing yet. No, not yet. Not yet. So the iPhones. Appreciate it, Ivan. I'm the man. The iPhones. The iPhones are coming, folks. And let's be clear here. From the rumors, it says Cliff W. What's going on? I see you, man. The rumors are that it's going to keep the Lightning port. Now, I'm not tripping on that. I'm not even worried about that. I'm not bothered by that. Doesn't bother me. It doesn't affect me in any kind of way, because the reason being is I'm more excited to see what the changes are going to be, because we all know that some people are shocked saying, oh snap, Apple didn't change anything. The only thing they're changing is the time of flight camera and blah, blah, blah. I've saw the videos out there. So this doesn't shock me, and it shouldn't shock you. I think what's happening is people are ready for something new. They're ready for something exciting. They want to see something different from Apple, and that's just not Apple's style. Look at my 5K iMac back there looks the same as the current brand new iMac. And how many years does it take for them to update it to that? That's a 2017 iMac. I'm not going to get rid of that thing anytime soon. Just no need to. It works like a charm. It edits. It's great for editing. It's got a nice graphics card. Why would I get rid of it? The MacBooks. Now, they kind of messed everybody over on the new MacBooks. The 13-inch MacBook Pro now is standard and has all the features of the highest one just about. Isn't that messed up? That's messed up, man. That's messed up. I find that very strange that Apple screws over their customers like that. And then people, they just keep, I don't know. I'm guilty. The iPhone doesn't have a headphone jack. The resolution is not technically like a 4K or high resolution. They got these crazy resolutions. The design is the same. The size is the same. It's like they just added an extra camera squared off in the back. Looks like the Huawei setup, and that's it. And I'm trying to figure out how they're going to sell this to everyone. We know they're going to get on camera and say that it's magical. We already know this, so expect that. Expect that they're gonna say it's magical. Please don't be shocked when they say it's magical. After that, what's the selling point? Gonna have a bigger battery, gonna have more storage. They might give us more storage. They might give us more RAM. You ever notice that Apple doesn't talk about the RAM in their devices? And I guess they really don't have to, because of the way that the operating system is set up. Why focus on RAM? But I don't know, man. I think the new iPhones, I'm not saying that they're going to flop, because a lot of the people who are going to buy it might do trade-ins, carrier trade-ins. They really get people on the carrier trade-ins, folks. You come out better selling your Apple phone. Don't trade in your Apple phone. Trade it in if you want to. I wouldn't recommend that you trade it in. I recommend you just sell it and get like 90% of the profit back, man. Yeah, I definitely would. I wouldn't trade in my iPhone. Like, my iPhone is an iPhone 10, and Apple is still. This is 2 years old, right? They're still offering me $400 and they gave me $500 for the other one on a trade-in. That's pretty decent. It's pretty decent. Apple's trade-ins they're pretty cool, but you can still. I could have sold it. It was a 256 gig iPhone 10, traded it for $500. You guys know how much that phone cost and how much you paid for that phone. But 2 years old, and just wanted to trade it off and get something else. Got the 10R, 256 gig. So Apple's not including Type-C is lame. Let's be clear here. I'm not in agreement that they're keeping the Lightning port. If in fact they do, those are just rumors, leaks, news, rumors. Treat it as such, folks. I'm not a fan of them keeping the Lightning port because that's them another form of control. And they remember now, Apple has all these license and agreements with all these people on the Lightning port. Like any of those Lightning ports that you see that are Mi A3 certified, Apple's getting a piece of that. All right. So if you didn't know that, you probably should up your game a little bit. Apple's getting a piece of almost everything that's Mi A3 certified, and they have a lot of money out there that they're making off of all these products for their old stuff. So Apple is TechRat says Apple keeping that Lightning port because they're making money off of it, and I was just saying that they have so much money coming in from third-party companies. Why would they drop that? What software are you using to achieve 1080p 60 frames per second and a low latency for a live stream? I will be using. Somebody tell them in the chat what software I'm using. More importantly, how does it look? Does it look good? It's straight. Talking to Guignonis, how does it look? Yeah, tell me what you think. Everybody, you know what software I'm using, so go ahead and let them know. But Apple keeping the Lightning port is all about money. As soon as they switch to, you guys don't know what software I'm using? Come on. So, there's a delay in the chat for me. It's going pretty fast, but yeah, Apple keeping the Lightning port, money. As soon as they switch to Type-C, look at what Type-C, Vibe Nation in the house, folks. Vibe Nation is here. Vibe Nation, folks. Viper, folks. This is OBS, folks. I hadn't seen anybody put it in there, but Guignonis, if that's what I'm saying your name right, Guignonis, OBS. The captain is here, folks. The captain is here. Right when I start talking about Apple, the captain shows up. It's your boy Viper. No, I can't do my Viper impersonation. What's up, people? It's your boy Viper. Back with another video. That's how Vipe sounds. That's my man Vipe. The king is here. The captain is here. Yeah. So Apple dropping the Lightning port drops a ton of money. They lose a ton of money. And that's why Apple is probably going to keep the Lightning port, because all of the third-party companies that are sending them money, they're a billion-dollar company for a reason. Genosis. Okay, so Genosis. There we are. Genosis. Question here from legendary CLB305. Cool L Biggie. Wow. Jay, are you going to get the Samsung Galaxy A80? I want your help with your Telegram channel. Okay. So, yeah, the Galaxy A80, I actually skipped the Galaxy A80 in favor of the A70 because of the moving parts. I didn't want the moving parts. They're essentially the same phones with a few differences in processor and things like, see how fast that facial recognition is? Whoa. They're essentially the same phones with just a few tweaks here and there. And I didn't want the moving parts because I just wanted like full drop protection all the way around. And so, if I put it in a case, did you peep the the wallpaper? Oh man. Vibe Nation in the house. Yes. Check out Vibe Nation. The captain is here. But yeah, I'm thinking about actually grabbing the Galaxy A10, 20, and 30, and possibly the 50. So, iPhone screen Vibe, and speaking of Vibe, he actually just put out a video. I watched this video. He put out a video basically saying to skip it. He pulled an MKBHD on us and said, "This ain't it, Chief." He put he pulled one over on us. He said, "Nope, skip it." The iPhone. I see a question here from Pause for the Cause. I see a question here from Hunted Thou. Jay, what's the best phone I can get for $1,000? Galaxy A80, Mi 9. It's a ton of them out there. Moto G7. It's a ton of them. You don't have to spend $1,000. That's my answer. Jay, did you miss my question, or is my question too off topic? I didn't. What's your question? The Galaxy A70 works with Google Fi. I talked about this in a video, but if it's not Google Fi certified, it's going to pretty much stay on T-Mobile's network, which the bands are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 38, 40, 66. It's got a ton of bands. You're covered over LTE. So, what's your question? So the iPhone is gonna blow you away, right? I'm actually gonna get the smaller iPhone because I really like the size of this iPhone. So I'm not gonna more than likely get the big iPhone. I'm not gonna get the iPhone 11R, whatever it is. So hey, you gotta understand when these questions come in, it's going crazy fast for me. Like I'm over here by myself on these questions. It's very fast. So if I don't answer your question, just post it again. Don't be offended. What is your take on these gaming phones? Do you think it's a fad? Gaming phones are nothing more than flagships with a different title, in my opinion. That's it. A gaming phone is just a flagship quote with a different title. Doesn't mean anything. I'm not impressed with gaming phones because they just have all the things that the current flagships have, and some of them cost less, some of them cost more. You're gonna have to choose what you want to spend your money on and where your phone looks. Gaming phones look cool. He said, "Congrats on 100,000. ZT Axon 7 for the win. Appreciate it. My Axon 7 is down there chilling." S10 Plus, go or no? Go. S10 Plus, go. Because I really liked my S10e. I just felt like the G8 was a much smarter purchase, and I love the G8. Oh man, G8 is boss. It's up here somewhere. G8. What are your thoughts on the LG V40 overheating after Pi? Well, I actually got the LG V40 on loan from Perry Freeman. He's another people that's in the tech thing, and it was impressive. I didn't have any overheating issues because I didn't have it on Pi, so really can't comment on that. I had it when it wasn't on Pi, and yeah. What do you think about the new iPhones coming out? I think I just got done discussing that. If you're just joining, catch it on the replay. What do you think about the Note 8? The Note 8 is a fantastic device. Yeah. It's a great phone. I had it for like almost 2 years or a year and a half. Are you dodging my question? Yes or no? Hey, man, what did I just say? All right, son? What did I just say? Post your question again, son. Come on now. You know how hard it is to do a live stream and talk and then answer and then come on, son. What are your thoughts on Samsung Galaxy 11? Dang, is there a Galaxy 11? Why the change from the OnePlus 7 Pro? I have discussed the OnePlus 7 Pro 1,000 times. Check the videos. Very interested in the Galaxy A. Yeah, Galaxy A70 is nice. What do you think about the Nexus 4? Nexus 4, hey. Can you say the giveaway winners for the NVIDIA Shield? What are you talking about? I have no idea what you're talking about. And furthermore, let me break this down. First, I'm going to tell you, if you're sensitive or you're easily offended, you probably should leave because I'm not the one. When I do a giveaway, please don't hound me on social media about winners. I've already contacted the winners, so you're not a winner if I didn't talk to you about it. Checkmate. So, no, don't take it personal. Just me, I get like thousands of connections online every day, and I'm a legit giveaway person. If anybody's won one of my giveaways, I ship that stuff off quick. I pick a winner, boom, done. So if you didn't win, probably why I didn't contact you. I have a Galaxy Note 8, gonna buy Note 10. This clown comes in here, man. Somebody come in. We see what you about, man. Get out of here. Leave. If you're just here to get something, bounce, man. You here for just to... I can't stand people that just want stuff for free, man. Nothing personal, but it is what it is. Don't come to my channel just to get free stuff. Especially when I'm independent, man. I'm doing all this stuff myself. I'm buying a lot of stuff. All right, so what is your opinion on the new renders of the Pixel 4. Well, I can confirm because I am a Team Pixel member, which means that Google selected me to get the Pixels, and they sent me out the Pixel 3a, and they sent me out the Pixel 3, and from what I saw from my internal documents that Google sent me, that is the Pixel 4, and that is the Pixel 4 XL. So, yeah, I don't feel any kind of way. But I think the front of it, people are tripping on like the chin. They're like, oh my god, the chin is too big and the forehead is too big. Yeah, oh my gosh, man, you guys are following. Since when did having bezels on a phone become a bad thing? That's following what the media says. Oh my gosh, the bezels are too. You guys were not complaining about this a while back, man. You gotta get past that. Gotta get past it. You gotta get past it. You know, the Pixel 4 renders that I saw, I think they're sweet. And it's not just because I'm Team Pixel. That just means that it doesn't bother me. I think the front looks cool because it looks like the Sony devices in the front a little bit. Just a little bit. So, let me see something here. All right. So Vibe Nation has a question. Yeah, the chat is moving very fast for me too, Donna. Vibe Nation says, yo, Jay, what unreleased 2019 phone are you looking forward to? The unreleased 2019 phone that I'm looking forward to, fixing my little thing down here, is a tough one. I'm actually looking forward to the LG G9 if there's actually going to be one. I don't know if it's going to come in 2019, but that's something that I'm looking forward to. Obviously, I'm looking forward to the new iPhones. I just discussed those. I'm looking to the norm, like the normal rotation of the year. Like after August, we start to see Samsung and Apple. Now, the Xperia 2 is a phone, right, that I've heard rumors about. The Xperia 1 put a bad taste in my mouth. Let's just be honest here. Sony is supposed to be working on that 5K. There you go. I see it popping up in my stream here. 5K display. Okay, now 4K is good. There's not a lot of 5K content on YouTube or in the world, so why is Sony making this? They don't get a pass. I see a question here from Sergio Lopez. Do I prefer Android or iPhone? I prefer Android overall, iPhone second. And you know, Android and iOS is what you should be saying, but I understand what you're saying. iOS on phones is not my first choice, but I love iPads first before Android tablets. But I feel like, you know, when it comes to upcoming phone, Sony is doing this 5K display. I'm not going to Young Jim Gaming. I appreciate the love, man. I'm not gonna speak that it's okay. So it's definitely overkill. Let's just be honest here. Why would I want 5K on a phone? 4K is because I can watch 4K content, obviously. So that's why I want a 4K display. But 5K, there's absolutely no 5K content online. You know, our internet, I have 1 gigabit internet, and sometimes it buffers the 4K. So, I mean, what are we going to do at 5K? On a phone, we're going to have Flyers. Everybody look at RC Flyers 85's comment. Look, if I did, I didn't mean to. That's for sure. Because I'm a true Sony fan. 5K with there you go. It's gonna need at least a 5,000 milliamp hour battery, and they can do it. But Sony seems to hinder themselves. They're on the battery side. They like to they're stuck on this 3,300 milliamps for some reason, and it's working for them. The battery life on most of the Sony phones I get, totally good. They're great. Even though it's 3,300, optimization is key, and that's why Apple is winning with these small batteries. Apple has small batteries in their phones, but the optimization is so great that, you know, it's working for them. So this is what it is. Let me do a sound check real quick. Yeah, got it. So what do you think about the HTC phone lineup coming back out? I'd rather watch you than Flossie. You're cool, man. Well, Flossie's my man, 100 grand, so I don't know what that's about. Maybe he made you mad. I don't know. Flossie's cool. But what do you think about the HTC lineup coming? I saw a question up here. Sony needs to spend more money on marketing their phones and quit worrying about 4K and 5K displays and more phones at first. You know what? You know what, Donald? I don't disagree. Yeah, Sony doesn't get a pass. I mean, um, it's kind of sad that their phones are so good. I remember I've been rocking with Sony for since they were on carriers. You guys remember when they were on carriers? Remember how Sony used to have the big displays up front and not Samsung or Apple? Remember that? They used to have all those waterproof displays. And I remember walking inside of a T-Mobile store and they have this big bucket of water and that this special design set up from Sony where you can just dunk water into. Remember that? You're right. You're right. Sony needs to spend some time um, marketing the devices. But see, the problem is, if you don't know it, I've been rocking with Sony for years. Sony is more. They make more money off of their camera line and their TV line, folks. They are killing. Let me tell you something. Shout out to Technically T and everybody who's rocking with the Sony line on cameras. They're killing it, man. The Sigma. Have you seen the Sigma lens? Sony is killing the camera game, like DSLRs, cameras, TVs. But I think the DSLRs is their money. I don't know for sure. Don't quote me on this, but I think that the Sony camera lines, their DSLRs and mirrorless cameras, or I should say mirrorless cameras, just their cameras, period. I think that's their bread and butter. Cell phones are not their bread and butter for sure. But, you know, hey, I don't understand how their smartphones could have bad cameras or not the best cameras. And, you know, their mirrorless game is on point. Gigi made it home finally. Congratulations. Yeah, PS4 video games. That's another thing. Video games. Sony is killing other markets, but I don't understand how you know, their smartphone game doesn't have some of the best cameras in the game. I don't know. Viton Nation, Sony cameras. Man, I'm trying to told you. Like they used to say, I'm trying to told you. Sony is making a killing off of mirrorless cameras and PlayStation and all the video games and stuff. Cell phones, man, maybe it's just not their thing. What up, Jay? From YKing 2089. I have a few Samsung phones. I feel like they are jack of all trades and master of none. The phones always start lagging. Does this happen in your case? No, it doesn't. I don't have very many laggy Samsung phones at all, actually. I actually, again, I've been rocking with Samsung since day one, and I just never experienced this lag that people talk about. Now, the lag could also come from what you put on your phone. I only have probably about 100. I have between 90 and 125 apps. I've seen some people's apps on their phone. They have like 400 apps. Unbelievable. Randy, I just talked about that, and also it's all over my current videos on the A70. I'm gonna need you to be a fan right now and go check out some of those videos. Check out the unboxing video, and that'll answer all your questions. All my Samsungs lagged. Gigi, I just never had. I don't understand. But again, it. She said she done with Samsung. I don't understand, but I do in fact know that some people have had lag on their phones. I've seen it, but I've had iPhones lag on me at some point or another. I think it's a point of what you put on your phone, what you're doing on your phone. Some people never clear their cache partition, and I'm talking about powering off the phone, which you hold volume and power up, get into recovery mode and clear the partition. That will help you clear out the resources of the device, and your phone should speed up again. But the consumers don't know about that. Most average consumers have no clue what that is. They don't know. It's fast facial recognition. They don't know. So it's not a surprise to hear some people say that their phones lag. But it's more of a wow factor. Like, I've just never had that lag. So pause for the cause. I want to say thank you to everybody that's here. I'm just live streaming the news, talking about all the latest smartphones. Reginald, I see you. What's going on, man? CH Gadgets, I see you. You know what, Randy? If you're a true, I don't mind checking people on a live stream. Listen, dude, you're asking a question, If you're sensitive, you should leave because you're asking a question that I've answered 1,000 times. If you rock with me like that, go watch the video. If you're new here, hey, gosh, I've answered that question 1,000 times, man. Stop, chill, go. If you're getting mad, just bounce, man. Go watch the video. I just told you what to watch. Now, I'm trying to chill. This is a chill stream. This is a chill stream. You're asking a question. I know. Let's point out people who don't watch my videos, who don't rock with me like they say they do. They ask questions that I answer in the videos. If you're new here, I apologize. You might be a little sensitive. I apologize. If you're new here, if you somehow stumbled across my live stream and someone told you to come here, I apologize. Let's put the sensitive voice on. Okay? But bring it. Woosah. If you're new here, Randy, yeah, I apologize. But if you're not new, stop asking me this question about this LTE, son. I've answered it 1,000 times in all the videos. My goodness. Anyway, some super chats passing by. I appreciate it. From RC Flyers, do you think Google should look down on Android and improve optimization or fork over the reason? P.S. Glad I finally caught your live stream. Yo, I feel like Google, now I've said this before, all right? Now some people got mad at this. Some people got mad at this. All right, let's get rid of this person. Some people got mad at this when I said Google should lock down the operating system and only allow Android on stock Android phones. Some people got upset about that, but I that's what I would like to see because stock Android is fantastic. I'm a fan of stock Android first. I've said this a million times. Some people say, no, because they'll lose money with Samsung. Listen, folks, Samsung has what's called Tizen. Samsung's afraid to drop Tizen. That's what it is. Samsung doesn't need Android, man. Samsung watches run on Tizen. Hello, they're running on Tizen. Tizen runs fast. They brought the Samsung phones with Tizen and just dropped to the side. Some people said, what about the applications? And I'm just using Samsung for an example. What about the applications? Okay, you remember before Android, remember Symbian and all these things? There you can get applications. This is the matter of developers wanting to develop them. That is it. So I think Google should switch completely away from allowing people, but I know Android is open source. I know, and they have that other operating system coming out. I think if they should lock that down, don't let it be open source. That's my thoughts on it. Donald, I appreciate the super chat. Let me see here. Some things on bias. Yeah, I think Google should just really get control of Android. But you can put Android on your toenail. This is how bad Android is, man. People got Androids in rings. I used to have an Android ring. That's pathetic. Super chat from Alex Rudd. Appreciate it. You think Alex thinks Android should stay open source? I just I like Android for open source. I really do. But Android is this is why Android has so many problems. Most of the Android phones overheat when you record too long and the camera apps shut off. This is the bad part of Android. I prefer Android over iOS, don't get me wrong, but I prefer social media on iPhones over Android. This is my experience with it, based on my experience. So, Philly Floppers Life says the carrier offered me a 42 millimeter Galaxy watch for 100, whatever that is, 100 pounds. It's totally worth it. The stream is fast. I'm coming up on some questions here. S10e and Pixel 3a XL on the ground. Which one would you pick up? The 3a XL. What happened to Motorola phones? They're still here. Okay, I'm not wrong. So this person is saying I'm wrong about the Galaxy watches. Samsung has plenty of watches that run on Tizen. Okay, so if they have other watches, I can respect that. Avoid saying people are wrong. Are there no Tizen watches? Boop, 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 boop. You guys are sensitive. I had an Nexus 7. Stock Android is boring. A lot of people feel like that. A lot of people feel stock Android is boring, man. They really do. Tech rant. Oxygen OS, my opinion. I'm reading some of these comments here because there's a lot of them in here. How's your experience with 3XL? The 3XL is beast mode, man. It's beast mode. I mean, it's totally a device that I could recommend to a lot of people. But now that I have this device right here, I recommend the A70 over. Well, I already did the video on it. You saw the video. I like the A70 a little bit better than the Pixel 3 XL. It costs less and it does more. So it's got a bigger screen, better screen at that. I'm looking for some comments here, some questions. Man, this stream goes so fast, man. If you scroll up for a second as the OP, man. Oh my gosh, man. I think some of you guys live to be petty. It's got to be what it is. What do you think about they should come out with a new UI system and change it? I agree with that from Legendary. If you post these questions a while ago, I'm scrolling up through the chat, so I'm trying to catch up. I agree with that. I think that new UI that they have coming out, I think they should lock that down. Get out of here, GG. No. Yeah, I think developers won't develop for other operating systems. Because, see, money plays a part. Money plays a part for developers. Developers, Fuchsia OS is the one. I think they should lock that away like Apple has iOS locked away. I don't think they should. Tech Rand is crazy. He said, I live to be petty. I think they should lock away. Actually, Gigi, I gotta put the clothes in the dryer. I gotta take the other ones out and put the clothes in the dryer. I'm keeping 100. I do. I'm doing. I was talking about that earlier. But yeah, I think that Google should lock away something to themselves, and I think we should get back to seeing what Android. If you want to see what Android is about, use a stock Android phone. Use a Pixel device. You can't use all these other skin devices and think you're experiencing Android. It just doesn't work like that. That's not how it goes. If you want to see the real version of Android, you're going to have to use a stock Android phone. That's just how it goes. That's what it is. So, I got some other news I want to tell you guys about. Where's it at? I had it in my list here of things to talk about. Well, I don't have anything written down, but I was on a website here. And I can't find it now. It'll come back to me. Post your questions down in the live chat, man. I appreciate you guys stopping by, taking time out of your workflow Wednesday. What is the best Android UI? I don't understand that question. Android OS switching from currently. I think I should dual boot. If they do a dual boot, wow. I don't know. I had to think about that one. Please help. S8 or A70, which is better? Can't tell you which is better. That's weird, but they're pretty much the same phones. It's just a matter about what you want, what you think. If you're going to determine whether which cameras is better. Yeah, I think if in fact they do lock, I've already been told that they're not going to lock down Fuchsia, but I think they should, man. I think they should. You got to do something to separate themselves, because Google is all over the place. They're closing down every service that they have. They're closing it down. They're just ditching everything. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know what that's about. I saw a question up here. Definitely, what's your opinion on Yumi Digi phones? I gave away Yumi Digi phones. Yumi Digi phones are okay. They're just not. I don't know. Something about them. I'm not excited about them. I don't know. Do I recommend blue phones still? That's a good question. Oh, my favorite skin. Well, I use a launcher. I use Pix Launcher. It's under development. It's in the App Store. It's called, I'll put it in the chat, it's called Pix. Everybody who's following me knows that this is the launcher that I use, but I'll put it in here. Yeah. So, There was another question up here. Blue phones. If you remember, I used to really rock with blue phones. It's blue phones. They've become so redundant that I don't feel the need to purchase them anymore. And they're very underpowered now. I've heard rumors of a Moto G7 Power being the best phone out right now. Well, the Moto G7, I don't know if you can hear a rumor about the Moto G7 Power being the best. That's someone's opinion. But the Moto G7 is one of the best phones in my catalog, and it is my go-to streaming phone when I want to stream. The front camera, beast mode. The battery life, beast mode. Everything about it is just beast mode, man. Let me see. Money is partly around where Windows Phone ended. That's true, Donna. That's true. Anything on RCS messaging. See, and that's the problem. Again, that's why Google should lock down the operating system. They should lock it down, man. Google can take over, but I don't think they want to. They're ditching a lot of stuff, man. What is the icon pack that you use? The icon pack that I use is called it's my favorite. Let me get my glasses on here. I normally have it memorized because people ask me that a lot. Ortis, that's it. Ortis, that is my go-to setup, and that's the setup that I have on here. I keep it on here when I'm doing certain things, but Ortis and Pix Launcher are my setup. I'll put that in there. I think Ortis cost me $1. So, and Pix Launcher is free. So I have some questions I saw. I'm gonna scroll back up to have I ever used Nova Launcher? Oh yeah, man, I bought Nova Launcher Prime. I own Nova Launcher Prime, and it's hot. But I just feel like Pix Launcher is free, and then Ortis cost me like $1. And it's a perfect setup for me. It's beautiful. It's an animated color version of stock Android icons. That's pretty much what it is. Do you think the new Note 10 having a 1080p is a good thing for Samsung? So I've heard the rumors that the smaller version is going to have a 1080p display. If they drop that phone with a 1080p display and they bring the price to about $799 or $899, they'll kill the game and it'll be worth it. But if they try to sell that for $1,250 or $1,000 or above, I don't know. Because then you have phones like the OnePlus and all these other phones that have a 1080p display, and how are you going to differentiate whether it's the best or not? You see? The best is always subjective to the person looking at it, so yeah. Do you notice low-budget phones, batteries last longer than flagships? Of course. They're putting... I've never understood why the flagships have the smaller batteries, but the flagships need the bigger batteries to push all these things that's out there. I don't know, man. I don't know. What do you think about OnePlus software? I like OnePlus software. Shout out to First Child. I think the software is good. I just like stock Android better. But there's the one advantage I feel like that OnePlus software has over stock Android is that I can change my icon pack without putting a launcher on it. Because OnePlus software is pretty much a launcher. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I like the fact that I could do that. I love it. Johar Khalid, yes, I'm having a great day. I appreciate it. I hope you have a great day as well. Jay, why do you think the Pixel added the notch? Man, you made me say that word. Ugh, now I gotta do another giveaway. God dog it. Look for it on Twitter. I don't have a problem with that. Young Jim be gaming word. I don't have a problem with the cutouts at the top. This Samsung phone has one at the top. I don't have a problem with it. It doesn't bother me at all. It is what it is. New BlackBerry device with flagship specs. I'm looking for a new BlackBerry device. Rogue Phone 2 or OnePlus 7 Pro, neither one. Should wireless charging be must? No, wireless charging is lame, it's slow. Even fast wireless charging is slow. Plugging in is always going to be the best, in my opinion. I'm not against wireless charging. I just think it's a waste of time for people to focus on that, saying it has to be something that needs to be on phones. Because I think the majority of the people that have wireless charging don't use it. Because you have to buy a wireless charger. So if they start putting the wireless chargers in the box, okay, then maybe we'll get somewhere. But most people don't want to buy an actual fast wireless charger. Google needs to hurry up Project Trouble. Yeah. Do you think the Pixel 4 will fix the Pixel 3 selling issues? Well, I think Google actually took care of the Pixel 3's issues with the 3A. And I think that was their intent. Yeah. Give me a BlackBerry device with a Snapdragon 855 plus, 8 gigs of RAM, 128 gigs of storage, 1 terabyte expandable, wireless charging, stereo speakers, 1440p, 90 hertz Samsung panel. wishful thinking, but that is hot. But the only thing you left off was BlackBerry OS. It would have to have BlackBerry OS. I'm not interested. It makes no sense. I can never go back to a tiny battery using the red. Yeah, true that. They want flashes to look thin as possible. I don't, why is thin in? That goes back to, it's a shame that, and I'm not promoting obesity now. Let's just be clear here. What the media considers to be pretty is so stupid and lame. I know skinny people that are in horrible shape. They can't run 15 minutes. So when it relates to phones, thin is not always in. I don't understand where that comes from. Yeah. Thin flagships, but I understand what you're saying. I agree with you. I agree with you that they think that's the hotness, but I don't think so. Yes, the Galaxy A70 has all of the themes from Samsung, so you don't even need to put a launcher on there. You can use a theme. Versatile, man. Get out of here. Man, I lost my spot in the stream. I was trying to stay in order with the stream because you guys are way ahead of me, but I'm trying to catch up on some of these questions here. Jay, are you familiar with wireless charging is only good if you're charging overnight? I totally agree. Jay, are you familiar with the Best Buy deal? I know it says unlocked. It's not. I don't know what you're talking about. Enlighten me on that. Note 10 Pro will have a 20-watt charger. This phone came with a 25-watt charger. It costs $350. That's type of junk Samsung. I don't understand it. Do you think the LG V50 ThinQ is a go or no? I don't have the V50, but more than likely, it's probably going to be a go because it has nothing to do with the 5G. LG phones, beast mode for the cameras, software is smooth, buttery, fast. No performance issues with the LG devices in my experience in the last few years. Yep, our dog, it sure is. It's way slower, much slower. I use wireless charging because my Samsung charger is twice as fast as my wired charger for the iPhone XS. Yeah, I mean, well, iPhones, they charge slow regardless. What do you think about BlackBerry? I love BlackBerry. I'm not a fan of the integration of Android and BlackBerry. I've said that a billion times. Yeah, definitely no. They should drop Android and go back to BBOS. BBOS was banging, but they're disabling everything. They're shutting everything down. So, what about the Pixel 4? Do you think Google's definitely going to make a Pixel 4a because that's their bread and butter right now. They are selling the crap out of that. 2-day battery life is what you're going to get from probably a Huawei phone or a Xiaomi phone or any Motorola phones got good 2-day battery. Apple made thin devices a priority, but the problem with that is, in my experience, their phones aren't that thin. Like the 10 is not a thin phone at all compared to other phones that are cost a third of the cost, and they might not have the same specs and everything like that. But there are plenty of phones that have bigger batteries that are very thin. Thin phones have weak batteries. Not all of them. Shoot, let me go back up. I scrolled too fast. Definitely a waste of time complaining about wireless charging. Yep. Yeah. Android Q will allow you to change the icon pack. Yes, I didn't know that. So sweet. Need a good budget phone to try with under $200. Just need something for best bang for buck. Motorola or Xiaomi. Nice studio, bro. Appreciate it. This is my office. That's cool. It's junky stuff everywhere. I love older Sony Z phones. Yes, I really like them. I'm looking for some questions here. How's the LG G8 screen and speakers? Fantastic. The G8 is like one of my top devices. If you didn't know, it is. I follow you on Twitter, Jay. Thanks. I appreciate it. I see some super chats in there. Appreciate it, RC. If you put those in there a while ago, I scrolled up, so it's not that I'm ignoring you. I'm just trying to catch as many of these questions as I can before I get out of here. Hey, I appreciate it. I see you put a few super chats in there. Thank you. What about LG's What about LG's update history? So let me I talked about this on Twitter. Big question for people. Why do people feel they need a software update for a phone to be good? Just curious about that. BlackBerry OS. What all the tech needs is a resolution battery check. Yeah, we need bigger batteries in so-called flagships for sure. I might have to try it for you. The 3A is awesome, man. You get the 3A, you'll love it. Thoughts on the Moto Z4? The Moto Z4 is nice, but the Moto phones, they're not redundant, but I know what I'm getting. They're good, and so here's Moto's problem. Moto's problems is phones like this: the G7, the G6. All these phones are hot. Now they don't have the Moto mods, but they're totally worth it, and they cost half or less. So why get, just thought on it. So this question is from Cool L Biggie. Do you stream on Facebook, and do you want me to help you with your Telegram channel? You're definitely new here. I appreciate your insight on Facebook, but I'm going to go into, I don't use Facebook, and I don't know what you mean by helping me on my Telegram group. If you're talking about moderators, I already have moderators in there, and I appreciate it. Thank you. We need optimization of batteries. Huawei got me spoiled. Yeah, Huawei does have everybody spoiled. Huawei has everybody spoiled. Software updates don't mean anything. I don't think a lot of people even understand what software updates. Some people think you're getting a whole bunch with the software updates, but you can use a phone that's running software from 2 years ago and it'll still work like new. The reason being is because you can skin it. That's where launchers come in. So if a person wants to save money and they want to buy a previous year's phone and it's not getting updated, well, don't sweat it. Throw a launcher on there and you're going to have a great experience. Especially if the phone has the power behind it, just not the latest software. I personally don't think you have to have the latest software because these so-called new features, what are they? No, people don't use the current features in phones. So I'm not saying anyone's wrong. I'm just saying that people should probably not focus so much on software updates with Android because updates are like few and far between. The majority of Android phones are always a year behind or 2 years behind. So unless it's a stock Android phone, you should expect this. But if a phone is skinned, most of them don't even get the new features. It's a double-edged sword. People think they need the latest software update and are going to get these new features. Most people do not even use the current features. They might change the buttons or something. I don't know. Yeah. What's your opinion on gestures navigation in Android Pie? I like them. I think it's cool. Yeah, I like them. Some software updates are gimmicks. Agreed. Also, those getting a new phone, do you recommend S10 Plus? I have had so many updates on my Note 9, and they've all been security patches. Updates remove some features, like night mode is gone. Yeah, see. Yeah. What are your thoughts on LG Stylo 5? Garbage, a step backwards. LG could have capitalized on the Stylo line. I stopped with the Stylo 3. The Stylo 3 was one of the best in the game from LG for the Stylo line. It was one of the best. After that, garbage. They're going backwards. I've already answered that question, but I'll answer it again. Do you prefer iOS or Android? I prefer Android first, iOS second. So wireless charging or headphone jack? Headphone jack. That's a good question. That's actually. So let me go back up real quick. When you say updates, I speak on security, like Malik, not really software. Oh, okay. Security patches are something that they could be beneficial, but a lot of people don't know what's in the bottom line of that security patch. They just think, oh my God, the next number up, great. The month is updated to the new current month. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. Headphone jack. That's a fantastic. That's for everybody watching. Headphone jack or wireless charging? Headphone jack for me, man, for sure. I would definitely take a headphone jack over wireless charging. I don't have to buy any kind of special things. Yeah, headphone jack for sure. That's a huge plus. What if your power is limited? What if your phone is limited in power? Updates might necessarily. I'm just not buying into this software update thing, man. I just don't. I think it's. Consider this. Why do Android apps need to be updated so much and iOS apps don't? Am I getting the LG V50? I don't plan on it. It's a nice phone, but I don't plan on it. I don't plan on getting the V50 because I have a G8, and yeah. So before we get out of here, folks, I want everybody to take a second that's in here. If you enjoyed yourself, let's shout out the replay crew. Shout out to the replay crew. I will retitle this because it's a live stream. It's funny how people come into a live stream that's a replay and they think I'm live and they're talking to me like, oh, hey, I can comment. Hey, Jay. It's kind of funny. But before you get out of here, if you had a great time, I appreciate it. For those that were offended, you'll get over it. If you're very sensitive, you'll get over it. If you want to rock with me, go ahead and hit that thumbs up button before you leave if you had a good time. All the super chats, I appreciate you guys. It's like almost 4 o'clock Central Standard Time here. It's like 3:40. Oh, that's right. Okay, Gigi, I'm going to make it an effort. I'm going to make it a point to come by tonight. Shout out to Gigi over at the Wired Wednesday crew. Check them out. Follow Gigi on Twitter if you haven't already. Gadget Goddess. I'm going to come by there, Gigi. You better be good. All right? Now, I saw you the other night. I saw you the other night. You was cutting up. But shout out to the replay crew. I will retitle this for the replay crew. But everybody who rock with me hard, I appreciate you guys on the live streams. I'm not going to say I'm going to try to do more live streams because it's all random for me. I don't tell people when I'm going to live stream. I just hit the live stream button. And that's how it goes. So I appreciate you guys. There's Kimmy's, there's Gadget Goddess's Twitter. Follow her on Twitter. Hopefully you get like 200 follows like in the next few minutes if someone's not already following you. Hopefully they all come over and follow you. Appreciate another super chat there from RC Flyer 85. Appreciate the love. Appreciate everybody who rocks me on live stream. Hit that thumbs up on your way out if you had a good time. If you didn't have a good time, hit the thumbs down if you want to. I don't care. It's fine with me. Malik, man, I saw you in there earlier. I didn't get to shout you out, man. I shout out to Malik Austin. He's a avid supporter of the channel. I appreciate it, man. But yeah, follow her on Twitter, and then you'll see the link to Wired Wednesday. You can check that out if you want to. They get crazy over there. They get crazy. Did I talk about the Sprint merger? No. So it is supposed to be getting approved today. Let me see if it got approved already. Let me see if the Sprint merger got approved. I thought the talks were were close. I don't think it got approved though. I'm still waiting. Nope. It didn't get approved yet. But it's coming close. I think they're going to get approved. Not yet. No, it's not approved yet. All right, y'all. Everybody, I'll see you guys later, man. Thanks for joining me in a quick live stream. It's probably like, I don't know how long I've been streaming, like probably 2 hours. I'm saying quick. But I appreciate you guys. It's always good to have a live stream and just chat up with you guys. So hopefully you guys enjoyed the 1080p at 60 frames per second, which is the way it should be by default from Google, but they trip out like that and they don't allow it from their servers. But it's always good to hang out with you guys. Try to get to as many of your questions as I could. If I didn't, hey, go watch some of my videos and maybe you'll find the answers there. Thoughts on Disney Plus? No comment. It's your man. I don't have an opinion on it. Really not following that. Yeah. Yep. So hopefully you enjoyed this setup. Believe it or not, I'm using my old C922 Pro. It's a webcam. So hopefully everything was good. Audio, I love my new mic. Hey everybody, welcome for coming. Thank you for coming. That's why I like having a mic. You can like, hey guys, welcome back to another video. You get your smooth voice on. Welcome back to another video. It's your man Jay, and we're gonna live stream all night long. Remember that? You might be old enough to remember that. All night long. Some of y'all have no clue what that is. On the way out, I'm gonna sing you guys out of here. This is a live stream. This is a live stream. Hit that thumbs up button on your way out. You know what, Gigi? I gotta put the clothes in the dryer. The clothes in the dryer. The clothes in the dryer. I really do have to put the clothes. I got my voice on for a live cast radio show. That's correct. That will be Lionel Richie. That is correct. I have my live stream voice on for podcasts. I've got to put the clothes in the dryer. Be sure to hit that thumbs up button on your way out. I really appreciate everyone. And I have an ASMR moment. ASMR. Go Eagles. One more. Closing of the headphones. The Canon 24mm lens. Thank you guys for hanging out. All of you guys who hung around late, you get a special presentation. ASMR from J Will. Closing of the glasses. I don't know who started this, but I don't know who started doing this, but these videos are crazy that people actually watch them for hours at a time. ASMR is something that's new to me, not from my generation, but I'm giving it a try. Having some fun on the way out. Mouse click. Okay. Microphone scratch. Live streams. ASMR. Opening and closing of the book. Book closing. Having fun on the way out. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the stream and hopefully you hit the thumbs up button. Replay crew, I want you to rewind this and go to sleep to it. That is what I want you to do. Fall asleep to my voice. Fall asleep to my voice. Awesomeness. You're stuck. You won't go away. I know this because there were 203 people in here. Now there's 150, even after I said goodbye. I'm new at this. I'm probably too old to be doing this. But someone's gonna hit this and they're gonna find truth. Mouse click. ASMR from J Will Tech. Smartphone conversations, folks. We are out of here. Time to go. I'm gonna watch this myself. Maybe it'll help me relax. Everyone's stressing me out in the comments of YouTube. A lot of clowns in the comments of YouTube. Let's join together. Let's love. I probably should delete this part of the video. Tech Rant said, what did he return to? Tech Rant said, what did he return to? I think he left and came back and saw that I was still alive. Someone requested that I do ASMR. So I decided to. I decided to give them what they wanted. I'm gonna have to edit this part of the video out. People are gonna think I've lost it, but I haven't. Okay, I'm really gone. I hope you guys enjoyed. Hope you guys enjoyed the live stream.